Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today I want to share with you my daily cleaning and tidying routine. And these are the steps that I like to take on a daily basis to ensure that I can maintain a clean and clutter-free home. So starting off in the living room, I like to begin by tidying up and putting away any items that I might have gotten out during the day. Whether it's notebooks, tea mugs, or other supplies, I just like to make sure that each day I'm creating a reset in my space and making sure that I'm leaving it clean and tidy. I'll also put away any blankets or cords that I was using and try to freshen up the pillows before moving on to my desk and workspace. Again, in this space, I'm just trying to make sure that everything is returned to its home and that my surfaces are left clutter-free. And then as I returned the keys to where they belong, I noticed our entryway table was a little bit messy, so I took some time to clean that as well. And next, I like to move on to the kitchen, and on this particular day, we had actually made some homemade bread, so our kitchen was a lot messier than normal because those crumbs tend to get everywhere. So I followed the same approach of just tidying off the surfaces, and then I moved on to the dishes, putting away the clean ones, and then washing the dirty ones. And this is something that Christopher and I will usually partner on together. In fact, he usually does this more frequently than I do, but on this particular day, I had decided to do them, so I began just by washing all the ones that needed to be hand washed and then rinsing out any that needed to go into the dishwasher. And then the dishes in our dishwasher were already dirty, so I just took a few moments to load that as well. And then once the dishwasher is loaded, I'll move on to the counters, and because the counters were particularly messy today, I decided to spray them down, but on a daily basis, I'll typically just use soap and water, but given the number of breadcrumbs that we had on the counters, I decided to spray them with something that would give it a bit of a deeper clean. And then the final daily step we take in cleaning our kitchen is sweeping the floors. Because we have very dark wood floors, they show literally every single crumb that gets on them. So it's important that we're doing this very regularly. And just in case you're wondering as I'm going through this, I am married, and so my husband Christopher and I will typically share these responsibilities. But just to give you a general idea of the steps we go through, I'm doing all of them today. But just know this is a joint effort. And then once I finished with the sweeping, I noticed that our garbage can was getting a bit full, so I decided to take that out. We have valet trash at our apartment, so I just put it outside of our door to be picked up that evening. And then from this point on, our cleaning routine does become quite fluid as we've kind of wrapped up the daily tasks that need to be done. But from here, I like to try to identify 1 to 3 other tasks or cleaning related activities that can help ensure that my home is going to stay fresh and clean. So first off, I had noticed earlier in the day that our laundry needed to be done, and I decided to change out the sheets on our bed as well. So I began just by stripping the bed and removing the sheets and pillowcases. And once I finished bringing the sheets to the laundry room, I went back to our closet to get the remainder of our clothes. We try to wait until the hamper is fairly full to ensure that we can wash an entire load of clothes at once. Not only is it a bit more sustainable, but it's also a lot easier when it comes to folding and hanging things up. And typically when it comes to our laundry, I like to try to separate it into darks and lights. So here I decided to do the darks first, and then Christopher would later switch over the laundry to our lights. And recently I've been trying out these really cool True Earth laundry strips. They're completely plastic free and are a bit more of a gentle and eco-friendly way of doing laundry. And then once I put the laundry on, I proceeded to the next cleaning task that I'd identified, and that was just touching up our guest bathroom. Christopher and I were planning on having a couple over for dinner, and so I wanted to make sure that our bathroom would be nice and clean for guests. So I just took a few moments to scrub the toilet bowl as well as to clean the sink. For us at least, these are the areas of our bathroom that most quickly get dirty, so I just wanted to give everything a quick refresh. And then I just finished this off by switching out the towel and putting the dirty towel in with the whites to be washed later. And then finally I finished off by taking a few minutes to dust and defuzz our living room. Because we have cloth furniture, it does collect little balls of fuzz from sweaters and blankets and things like that quite easily. So before we had company over, I just wanted to make sure that our furniture would be looking fresh. And then the other part of this chew is just to make sure that our coffee table is dusted. And I mentioned this a bit already with our floors, but our dark wood coffee table shows every single speck of dust on it. So that's just something that I like to try to stay on top of, is keeping the dust at bay. And once the coffee table is fully dusted, that really wraps up our daily cleaning routine. Although, as I mentioned, it does look different in that second half from day to day. I hope you guys enjoyed this little peek into our daily cleaning process though, and if you did and you haven't already, be sure to subscribe below for more simple and intentional living videos coming at you twice a week. Finally, be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm at ashlynne.eaton on there for daily inspiration and updates. That's everything I have for you today though, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.